Hello and welcome to I've Seen Everything, where the name is ironic and the reactions are... Hi everyone, my name's Andrew and welcome to yet another movie reaction out here on the ISE channel. From me to you, nice to see you, glad to have you here. We are beginning on somewhat of a different exploration out here on the ISE channel. In more recent history, I've been going through movie franchises. I want to go back to some more individual movies. And more specifically, I feel as though I have underserved a genre out here that is one of my favorite genres in film, which is horror films. We have a few horror movies out here on the channel, but I don't feel like I've explored it anywhere near as much as I'd like to, and that is something I intend to start to change. Now, that doesn't mean that everything we're going to watch out here is going to be horror, but I'm going to start hitting more horror movies more often. That might mean a few in a row, that might mean a few with other things sprinkled in. I'm not sure, we'll see. But today we have an interesting one that I hadn't really heard of before. I was looking for more modern horror that people out there have really enjoyed, that really have gotten people talking, and came across a horror movie I hadn't heard about called Host, which was actually released during COVID. From the look of this movie, we are going super low budget, we are going super indie, but apparently something that got a lot of people's attention. And when it comes to movies like that, that makes me think of the first Blair Witch Project movie, that makes me think of the first Paranormal Activity movie. I'm pretty sure I remember the first Paranormal Activity was made for like $1 million with no big name actors and just all in one house. I'm always interested by projects like that manage to make a good and interesting movie on a shoestring budget and really just create something that takes a lot of people by surprise. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Host is about. I don't know a lot about it other than it's during lockdown, during COVID from what I understand, and some friends over Zoom or over, a video call are having a seance with a medium, basically. So I think there's some kind of possession thing going on, something. I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about it. But also, this has the potential to be one of my very shortest reactions out here because the entire movie is only 56 minutes long. We do not get feature-length films that are 56 minutes long in modern film very often anymore. In fact, that is bordering on short film. That is occupying a very gray space between short film and feature-length film. But we're not going to get into that here. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it. Before we do, I want to go ahead and remind you to check out the Patreon. The full-length reaction to this movie is available on the Patreon right now. There's full-length reactions to other movies over there, exclusive television show reactions, all kinds of stuff. I hope you go check it out and consider becoming a patron. Any support that you offer over here or over there is always greatly appreciated. And speaking of over here, if you'd be so kind as to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, click the bell so you can see when I'm putting out new videos. And that's it, folks. Let's not waste another moment. Let us get to watching 2020's Host. Here we go. I see movement. Oh, tape. It really helps with like the immersiveness of it, for it to sound, or for it to look just like something you would see every day, something you would deal with every day. Although she's got weird knocking going on behind her already. Is she gonna get taken out already in the beginning?
Sorry. Can you let me in?
That was funny. You hear the creepy thumping and it's someone trying to get into the building.
Hi.
Hey,
Or into the chat, maybe.
have you ever done anything like this before?
No.
Yeah, I've done it a few times and it is really cool. Like,
I feel like there's been a handful of movies like this that have utilized social media or utilized how people communicate online to manipulate those for elements of a horror story. There was another one called Unfriended a few years back that I heard people talk about. I don't know if it was any good or not.
Hi, guys.
hello. Hi. It's gonna be fun.
Hey, guys.
Radina.
All right, we have 4. Again, I think we're going to have like super small cast here. Like maybe these 4 or 5 if they add another one and the person conducting the seance or whatever it is.
Hello.
Hi, Pat.
No, he's not staying indoors, are you?
No. I like the sunshine.
Yeah, I mean, it's also trying to remember the psychology of this time. I don't know if this is before or after there were vaccinations for it, but it was pretty scary before the vaccines were out. So there's already that heightened anxiety, and then you're going to have a horror story in the midst of it.
Excuse me.
Is she okay?
Well, they should have never moved in together for lockdown.
Why do I get the sense that something's going to happen between the two of them if we're talking about possession?
I heard from Teddy he's actually going to be there tonight. Thought I'd give you the heads up, Caroline.
Yeah, thanks for that. A bit late. Got this on my face.
It does make me wonder how long we're going to spend on the setup with something like this for something that's so short. Like, this is all set up kind of establishing relationships and stuff, but we're already like 7 minutes into something that's only 56 minutes long.
Hey, buddy.
Hey. Hi, Jemma.
You made it. Quarantine has really done you good.
Oh, delicious. Hang on, I'm inside. The signal's...
Yeah, it really is actually kind of more unsettling because it's so normal. Every time they add more people, it's like, what's going to happen to these people? Like, is everyone going to go crazy? Is it just going to be a couple of them that something bad's going to happen and unexplainable kind of stuff or something?
This is how seriously I'm taking this. I broke quarantine to go get this.
And this is quarantine in the UK. I imagine they were pretty tight as far as the quarantine back then.
Oh my God.
My brother, he'd go and hide it around the house to scare the out of me.
Well, we know what he'll be tortured with later on. He won't be able to find it and he'll be hiding somewhere around the place.
Please take it seriously, though, and be respectful.
Can we do a shot every time she says astroplane or something?
Yes, just don't let her see. I don't know if she'll be cool with that.
I think that it might be pretty obvious if she says a certain word and all of them take a shot.
Should I take a picture? Brought this guy back out.
Yeah.
Oh, a Polaroid in which you will likely capture things you don't intend to?
Hi, Seylan.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi.
Is Seylan going to make it out? Or is it going to be so bad that she gets taken down too?
There's no language on the astral plane, so if they want to communicate with you, then they will make you understand.
Okay, I think only 2 of them are taking shots when they say astroplane. And if they keep doing that, they're going to get faced.
Yes, go ahead and light your candles. Yeah, you might hear a knock.
Things have gotten a lot spookier very quickly, except where he is.
So because we're doing this over Zoom, what it does mean is that we're slightly less protected than we might have been. So it's very important that you respect the spirits.
I would have thought that it would have been kind of difficult to do something like this over something like Zoom, but I guess, especially if this is your livelihood, you adapt during times like this. And again, depends on how much you believe in such things. That's pretty messed up. You would have thought he would have told him what he was doing, so it wouldn't get interrupted. I'm getting the sense that he's going to get punished for not respecting it.
Don't worry, let's not let this affect us. Let's just maintain our focus.
What's going to happen when Teddy comes back? I don't believe that they set that whole thing up with the music box and everything for him to just be gone and not be part of it. I think he's going to come back on and be in a different room.
And all together, is there anyone there?
Please come forward.
I mean, there's a lot of dark spaces behind these people for things to jump out of. I mean, obviously that's on purpose, but...
What was that?
Did everybody hear that?
Now they have the extra dynamic of not only do they hear sounds, but they don't know where they're coming from, like which of these locations.
I'm so sorry. It must be my delivery. I'm really sorry. I'll be back in a second.
Even the person conducting the seance has messed up the seance.
Where is she?
That is pretty freaky if she just doesn't come back.
Her house is kind of creepy in the dark.
I'm thinking I think she's not going to come back. I think they're going to see something else, and then the video is going to cut off. Okay, that's wrong.
Hi guys, I'm really sorry. Sorry. It was supposed to arrive before our session, so yeah. So let's just focus a little bit more.
That's another thing that they can utilize that would make things scary, is you can see things behind people, but also someone's video could just cut off at any moment and come back and see something else or just be gone altogether. What the hell was that?
Jemma, you okay?
Something just touched my neck.
You want to come and talk to us?
Jeez, I think she wants to get out. That seemed to freak her out pretty hard.
Honestly, the pressure on my neck is almost unbearable.
Someone trying to strangle her or something?
Hello? Is there someone there?
That got everyone real serious real fast.
The name Jack's come to mind.
Who the hell was Jack?
A kid from school. He was really nice to me. One time I cracked my head open.
Wow, this hit her quickly. I'm looking behind everybody to see if I see anything. Because I feel like they're going to sneak things in.
Listen, Jemma, what I want you to...
Ooh.
Where did Seylan go?
Something fell. I didn't see what fell. Or something came at her.
You okay, Jemma? Oh my god. Did you make that up? Jemma, you're a psychopath.
That's messed up. That was really good, though. But whatever happened to Seylan or whoever their person was that was running it wasn't made up.
So sorry, there was just nothing being said.
I actually thought you were gonna, die. Have we heard from Seylan?
Did nobody see the thing fall? Or, fly at her? What that was? It happened too fast for me to see what it was. None of them seemed concerned. One of the candles went out on its own just now. I can't imagine that's terribly good symbolically.
Oh, wait. I'm sensing some...
And especially because she was messing around, something's going to happen and people aren't going to know. They're going to think she's messing around again.
Haley!
Oh, sorry.
She's pissed because she really thought that something was wrong.
You know what, Jemma?
Well, that wasn't made up.
Haley?
I think there's something here.
That was interestingly done, though. How would you fake that, though?
Is anybody here? Does anyone want to talk to me?
Haley, honestly, if I die, I'm actually going to haunt you myself.
Just listen.
That's an interesting thing to say in this setup, because we don't know who, if anybody's going to die. I assume in a movie like this, everybody could die.
Is anybody here?
Yeah, things are about to start going, I think. I think we've had our fun and games part of the movie. It's just, there's too many opportunities for her to turn a corner and something to jump out. It's just jump scares waiting to happen.
That wasn't in my house.
The idea of having a haunting or possession type thing in 5 different locations is crazy. She had a bunch of people in her house too, I think. So it's like, what happened to all of their families and stuff? Or people that were in their houses?
Go on, Caroline. It's okay.
No.
I wouldn't go up there. I don't know what you're talking about. I wouldn't go up there. Like, you're going to thump around in the attic? Go for it. I'm leaving the house. I don't care if it's COVID. I don't need to live there anymore. Couldn't figure out what she was getting. She's on a phone, I think. So she got like a selfie stick.
It's okay, wait.
That's smart, because she can just stick it up there.
Caroline, go back.
What were those legs? Now they're gone. I saw it. There were 2 feet and legs hanging there. And then she went back and they were gone. Is it going to be the same spirit showing up in all their different places? That's interesting too. The idea that something might not pick up on a digital camera, but like her Polaroid might get it. Yeah, someone's hanging. And that's what was happening in the attic too. That's why you saw the feet.
It's probably just somebody trying to pass on a message.
It seems kind of aggressive for a message so far.
Have you tried asking if it's Jack?
She has to admit she was messing around.
Jack's not real. Jemma made him up.
So this is why it's happening.
If you made this person up, imagine like you created a mask. So now anything can come through and wear that mask.
So she, by disrespecting the spirits, invited any kind of evil in, potentially. Crazy.
Do you have a message for us? Let's try another question.
Nothing's happened behind her yet, and her boyfriend is still there. So I'm wondering what's going to happen with that.
Are you a friend?
I think that was 2.
She's not picking up. We just had to do the rope thing and imagine a rope. Imagine the rope around your waist.
Wow. They've done a really good job of increasing the tension here, of making this scary.
Imagine the rope to your door, and then we're just going to cut the rope.
With a couple of very simple things. I'm impressed.
Okay. I'm going to call it again. Is there anyone here?
Because it looks like a real video call and the visceralness of it feeling like a real world thing, you know?
Bless you.
Uh-oh. Her friend's gotten up. What's she gonna go see?
It was exciting.
I wouldn't think it's over yet.
Guys, what the was that?
Oh, God.
I don't know why you'd think it's over. Her friend that's in the bathroom, I feel like is going to have something terrible happen right now.
Yeah, Emma, your glass. I swear
I still wouldn't count on anything being okay. Where's her boyfriend? He was supposed to be in the bedroom.
you've just missed a storm.
Did anybody see Alan leaving?
Are all their families gone? Are all their families dead? Did I see what I thought I just saw in the bathroom? I thought I saw something hanging in the bathroom.
Say goodbye to Radina for me, please.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should wait till she gets back.
Yeah. This is not over.
I think so. Yeah.
Hello.
They all had people in their places and now all the people are gone. Ooh.
Whoa! Turn the filters off. Come on.
Nope, that's the mask that the demon stepped into. Yeah, that's the way you scare people, is just throw something at the screen. Now this one I think I saw in like the little trailer thing. I don't know how you accomplish this one with the footsteps. But I heard something all of a sudden. That's how immersive it is. They are doing a great job here. Wow. I don't know how they're doing half of this. I don't care. Ooh. She got lifted off of the ground and dropped.
Emma, what was that?
And she's still alive somehow. Yeah, I was looking at her too. Oh, something just lit up down there.
Haley?
Ooh, the stove is on.
Yeah. Radina, we gotta get out of the house. Yeah.
Ooh, don't open that. Don't open that.
What?
Yep, there's the boyfriend. I was gonna say, she was enjoying too much peace over everything else that was happening as far as nothing attacking her. Everyone else was freaking out and she was just walking around her apartment. Ooh. So what's, maybe I don't understand how this works. What's the video with her being okay? I don't get that. That's a screensaver? Like a thing that you can just have where people think you're just walking around? Wow. Whatever it was, that was very effective.
This is all your fault! Not my fault! This is your fault!
I don't know. I wouldn't be yelling back and forth. I'd just be trying to get out of there.
Haley!
I can see why this one got a lot of people's attention. This is really good, or at least as far as accomplishing what they're trying to very quickly and effectively. And that might be it for Haley.
Listen to me, you'll be fine.
Jemma, what are you doing?
At this point, I'm wondering, are all of their families dead too? Because they went into other rooms and their families were gone and stuff. She's gonna get hit by a car. Or maybe she's trying to get to her friend's place to help her. I thought they were in the same building, but they're just close by maybe. Oh, totally forgot about Teddy.
Did I get you?
Is Teddy immune because he wasn't there? Or is having logged back into this going to bring him into it, I'd imagine?
Did he get out?
Teddy should have stayed off this call.
It was an interesting.
I mean, maybe his fate was already sealed. I don't know. Jesus, what was that? Was that the actual demon or was that one of his family? Wow. That looked like it had to have been the actual demon. Wow. Teddy should have stayed off the call.
You're gonna die. Don't listen to me.
Yikes. There's just nowhere to run. How do you even run from this?
Teddy, run.
Teddy's the only person to actually see it in front of him. That's the thing. It's so sudden. It's so fast. There's no way to get any kind of rules or figure out anything about what to do. You're just kind of screwed from the beginning. And there's the music. I knew that was going to come back. Yeah, I don't think Teddy's going to make it much longer. Although I don't know about any of them, really. We've got 8 minutes left, about. Ooh, Teddy's on fire. That's crazy. To just sit there and watch it like that. Oh, and for him to wake up like that. Wow. It just keeps going, doesn't it? It just doesn't, it grabs hold of you and doesn't stop. And she's the only one left at this moment that we know of. Literally the question now is, will any of them survive? Is this just one of these where there's no way out? Ooh, crazy. Wow. It was standing right there. Ooh, so petrified she jumped out of her window. Okay, she ran to her place to see if she's okay. And they're slowly taking them off the screen. Ooh. I was going to say, that seemed like that would be a little too simplistic, but we're almost to the end. I feel like she's going to get dragged. Ooh. Go back out the window that you came in. I feel like that's your only option at this point, and I don't even know if that'll work. This kind of stuff only happens in horror movies, where you hear horrible, scary stuff and you just kind of keep going further into it, because you got to have a story. Yeah, they're not alone in there. Yeah, I'd forget the COVID protocols at this point.
We need to leave.
I don't think you can leave. This demon has now killed all your friends. You're going to see him standing in front of you next. Time for one more scare. Yeah, they have to be setting up for it. Yep. It got me. I knew it was coming, and it still got me. You don't do that kind of a setup if you're not leading to something like that. Who's moving around on the computer now? Is it the demon going after other friends? Oh, wait. I didn't get it. It's the credits. Wow, that's creative. This is so interesting. This is such an interesting way to do this. That was really cool. Let's go to the wrap-up. I have to admit it. That was I shouldn't say it was better than I expected or different than I expected. I didn't know what to expect going into it. Again, I gave some of my stuff on the way in as far as other projects that it made me think of as far as like super low budget horror movies that were really effective or that, you know, had good ad campaigns or like got a lot of people talking or whatever. I don't know if this had any kind of an ad campaign. I don't imagine it probably did. I think it probably just kind of came out and got a lot of people's attention, got everyone talking about it. This really makes me think about something I admittedly don't know a ton about, but have heard about looking, you know, in the reaction space in general, is that people not just reacting to movies, like actual feature-length movies, but there are channels out there that make horror like shorts and different things, like other YouTube channels. And there are people who watch those, react to them, but just the fact that they're out there and that's how they're choosing to be creative and make things quickly and, you know, kind of a different way to explore horror or just storytelling in general. Somebody tell me if you know, because I don't know anything about the history of this. Somebody tell me if you know, did this start out there? Was this one of those? Because again, the runtime and the production value would lend to that. Was this something that started out in that kind of a platform and then just kind of blew up and was this huge thing and just got distribution like through traditional channels for feature-length movies and things like that to get out to more people? Not that you can't get out to as many people as you need to with YouTube, but it really has that kind of a feel that this did not come from a studio of any kind. I mean, obviously the production companies on the way in were kind of like more indie production companies, but like that it didn't even necessarily travel the same route of your normal indie movies, that it came by a very different means altogether. Honestly, I'm surprised that one of the things I was impressed by was just at the end, it's like, who's scrolling through the thing? Oh, it's like, oh, that's the credits. That's a brilliant way to do the credits. based on the kind of overall feel and like aesthetic of the movie, they don't even break for the credits at the end. But man, that was just an exercise in tension, really. You know what I mean? It is an exercise in tension and jump scares and being able to use horror movie elements to show you something, to, I don't even want to say tell you a story, because I don't really think they told a story, to show you an experience that will take you through all the horror beats, and even more effectively because they don't break the hold of this moment. You're in this moment with these people and you're just watching it unfold, and one terrifying thing after another just keeps happening, and there's just no way to stop it. That's the thing. I mean, I feel like in traditional horror movies, the story almost acts as a reprieve a little bit, just as far as the pacing and how things are structured, because not every moment is a moment where something scary is happening. And to be fair, in this, that wasn't the case either. The moments where scary things weren't happening were moments of tension and anticipation of a scary thing being about to happen. But like even, other movies that you've seen in the past that really operate on tension and try to keep the tension heightened even between actual, scary things happening, there's usually something that signals the beginning of another tense moment. And then there's a lot of tension, and then it leads up to something eventually happening. This was just keep the tension up just permanently, like throughout this. And then eventually it's punctuated by scary things happening, like someone dying, horrible thing happening to somebody, whatever. It really is funny how quickly they were able to move through this and how it felt. Because I remember at the beginning saying, I wonder if they're going to have enough time to do what they're doing here. It's because I thought they were going to tell a story. I mean, I guess if I had to criticize anything about this, and I'm not really criticizing much, because I feel like they set out to do a certain thing and they did that thing, and they did it very effectively. If I had to criticize it about anything, is that there wasn't really a story. But I don't think that matters. Again, I don't think this was about a story. I think this was about a moment. This was about these, I want to say 6 friends, I think it was, however many friends it was, coming together, just an average situation. Could have been anybody. Could have been any number of friends just getting together to do a thing. And it's like, sometimes people are getting together to watch a movie or something, get together, do any number of things, especially during lockdown, trying to socialize over video chat. But in this case, it happened to be something like, hey, we're going to get together and we're going to have like a seance or call to spirits or whatever. I mean, you see this happen in horror movies all the time, of people wandering into something like this and it not working out because they don't take it seriously or something goes wrong or whatever. But you get the benefit in those situations of having the detachment that it feels like a movie. This didn't feel like a movie. This felt like a very real thing of watching a group of people on a video call, like you would in any number of situations, like all of us are on video calls at different times. And then all of a sudden crazy things start happening in that video call. And people are dying in that video call. There's a demon that shows up in that video call. Very unique, at least to me. Again, tell me in the comments if you've seen other things like this. Again, that movie Unfriended that I didn't see, but I had heard about. I wonder if this is similar to that, but I imagine there's a few things that kind of touch on telling stories like this in modern day, but I don't know. I certainly haven't seen one that's done it exactly like this, and I don't know if there's been any that have done it as effectively as far as kind of establishing the kind of horror element of the experience, and then keeping the tension up through the whole thing. I won't say the story because again, I don't think there was much of a story, but it was definitely an experience I'll remember, and I'm glad that I gave it a try, and I'm glad that you were here with me for it. I just want to remind you one more time to go ahead and check out the Patreon. The full-length reaction to this movie is available over on the Patreon, along with full-length reactions to other movies, exclusive television show reactions, all kinds of stuff. I hope you go check it out and consider becoming a patron. Any support that you offer over there or over here is always greatly appreciated. And speaking of over here, if you'd be so kind as to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, click the bell so you can see when I'm putting out new videos. And a special thank you to my Seen Everything patrons, Aunt Vess and Stevie. Thank you so much for your support. And that is it, folks. I'm going to go watch something a bit more cheerful to decompress from that. I appreciate you being here to watch this one with me, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.